Welcome back to another episode of I Got Big Bowls. Pause. Hey.
I got big bowls. Hey, 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 hey. I got big bowls. Hey, 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 hey. I got big bowls. Hold up one time, do it. Hold up one time, big bowls. Hold up one time, do it. Hold up one time.
Once again, it's on. It's your boy E1 Don signing on. Salute. That's E, the #1 DON on all social media. And the show is brought to you by CrunchTimeMedia.net for all your photo, video, merchandise needs. We get you some hoodies. 'Tis the season. We got the cereal connoisseur and the Big Bowls Pause. We live. We are live hip hop daily. Make sure you guys download the app or the website. A lot of great programming. This is one of them. I got Big Bowls Pause. We got more cereal. We got more guests, and we got more bowls. Pause. Got my co-host in the building, Danny Digital.
What's going on? It's your boy Danny Digital. You can follow me on all social platforms at Danny Digital. That's DANNYDIGITALL. Check out some of my photography and video content.
Hey, we got a real special guest in the building. We got Charity of Dope Culinary Reactions.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Right now your social media right quick for the
So it's Dope Culinary Reactions, DOPECULINARYRXNS. The reactions is abbreviated.
We're gonna get into what you got going on, and as always, we're gonna get into some cereal.
Cereal.
So we got a food scientist in the building. How do you even become a food scientist? Like, what is that process like?
You know, it's not for everybody, but
A lot of experimenting.
you know, it's a certain set of us. But no, so yeah, I went to college thinking I wanted to be a pharmacist, you know, something within the science field, something along that line. And, you know, I failed organic chemistry the first time, I'll tell you. So I was like, oh, this pharmacy thing ain't gonna work.
Right.
So I kind of went to like, my friend Charity actually was like, you should go over to the ag campus at the University of Tennessee. She was like, there's a lot of good majors, you know, that could transfer. And, you know, there are a lot of scholarships for black folks. So I'm like, bet.
Hold up, real quick. You got a friend named Charity?
I have a friend named Charity. I have two friends named Charity.
Okay.
Small.
And we all met at the University of Tennessee. That's crazy. I know.
All right, there we go. I just want to make sure
Triple
before anybody
C.
got
Triple
lost.
C.
They had a gang and shit.
Gang.
Gang.
Hey, my bad. Carry on.
Okay. So yeah, so I went over and like talked about like different classes, you know, what food science can do. And a lot of my classes translated, obviously. And it really interested me because not every food scientist can cook, but I can.
How?
So,
Sway?
Not every food scientist can cook, but you know, it's an art along with the science.
Right.
So I was like, oh man, this is so interesting. And then I actually got in my classes and my curriculum and I stuck with it and it's been riding ever since.
Dope.
Is food science about like preparing the food or creating the food? Like,
It's a
what are you
little bit
doing?
of both. It's a little bit of both. So
You make new foods?
I make new food.
Oh my God, that's so scary.
So my particular area is product development. You know, you have people that could do like food safety, you know, quality, but I've always done product development, mostly like on a corporate level, so like top down type deal. So yeah, what'll happen is, you know, marketing or whoever else, the customer will set out a request for like, listen, you know, we want this new type of cereal. And the product development food scientist is like, all right, you know, what are my guardrails on cost? What's my time? And we take off, you know? So that's what it is, developing new food.
Word. Burger King commercial just came on some nuggets. She's like, oh yeah, I did those. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
She
Like,
made the nuggets? She put the spicy in the Wendy's nuggets. How? How did you do this? Oh, tell me how boneless chicken works.
Boneless chicken, it really is.
Are y'all sewing it back together?
No, it's no sewing. You know, it just cut the fillets. It's a lot of I can't tell everybody's process, but you know, it's not that. But it is, you know, true chicken. People always ask me, is it real chicken? So by the way, poultry is my expertise. I know Mecca and I were talking about that, but When I started in the fast food section, I worked at KFC Corporation and Burger King Corporation, developing poultry, chicken products, sandwiches, nuggets, chicken fries, all that. So for years of my career.
Chicken fries?
Yeah. Not wrong. Yep, that was me. So, yeah.
That's mind-blowing.
It's fun, especially, a lot of the times, I'm the only black woman, especially in the room. So that always, because who knows better poultry than our people, right? So if I have my hands in it, literally developing it and not necessarily speaking for the black, but definitely more a little soul than my counterparts would have,
Give them a little more flavor. So we recently, well, it ain't been so recent, but we had chicken and waffle cereal one time. We actually had like these little chicken pieces with like salt and pepper.
My God.
Whoever
developed that scientist needs, that was one of those scientists without the color.
How much did that sell?
That scientist was tripping.
Everything on trend can't be, everything ain't for everything,
Anyway, so moving on, how did you get into what you're into now with the medicated
Food scientist.
I guess it was, have you always been into cannabis?
Okay, so, no. Like, I was not the person, like, in college that smoked. I didn't have a problem with it, but that just wasn't my thing, I got drunk, twisted, that's what I did, but...
Sounds like you might have been a little bit of a killjoy, though. You might have been like,
no.
Could you put it out?
No, I never did that, and I never judged anybody. I never judged anybody for it either. I had plenty of friends, that whatever. But anyway, so I never smoked. But it was just kind of a natural thing. I started with the group Organic Analytics here, which is a team of like black women scientists that all, wanted to put together the conference that happened, last year in the summer. But as kind of the need for my particular expertise unfolded in food science, I had some, work with some people, particularly black people like in the Maryland area and some dispensaries in the California area. They're like, listen, like, we have our products, we have our flowers, we have these gummies or these edibles, whatever, then we just kind of take off the manufacturing line, whatever they have, but we want to do some stuff like special to us. We want to formulate our own stuff. And that's what I've been doing since 2008. So I'm like, yeah. So once I learned and really digged into, cannabis and dosing and, different types of ways to infuse and what works best for those particular customers, it was on and popping. That's second nature,
You had any crazy experiences testing your own, product?
Man.
Especially since you wasn't really into the game. How was that first experience like? Oh, this is what weed is about.
That first experience was terrible.
A roller coaster I can't get off.
I can't get off,
The mind bender.
Man.
Let me off.
It can be that's how I tell people all the time, anybody can make edibles, right? Anybody can. But to really know what you're doing and have it down to a formulation and a science, that's something completely different.
Okay.
So it's research and development. It's trial and error. It's going back and forth. And that first time I was going back and forth, I lost myself a lot of money. I lost a lot of money, but it's all good. I don't recouped it, I'm good in the game now,
You hit the Birdman finger.
Okay. Let me hold it down. Got it.
Yo, this whole wave with cannabis is so new to me. I'll be still nervous talking about that shit. I'll be like, yo. It's so tricky because it's here, it's there. You can't have it here, you can have it there.
Yeah.
But you can have it in this form, but you can't have it in that form.
I heard is you can leave LA airport with it, but you can't land anywhere in the world.
That's so true. That's very true.
You gotta smoke it on the weed? You gotta smoke it on the plane.
Yeah. It's a lot of legalities, and especially with the edible form, like an infusion. We've been waiting on the FDA since earlier this year to give us some real laws, to give us some real guidelines, and I be telling y'all it's not gonna happen anytime soon. People be like, oh, within the next 2 years. Relax. But especially, I mean, that's for CBD, but especially as it relates to THC, you know, it's gonna be a while. But again, everything is on a state level, and you know, different states have their own regulations and laws. So those are the peoples and dispensaries and companies, et cetera, that I work with. And it's a lot of learning for me too, because even, you know, what I do in Maryland won't apply in Florida. Right. So yeah, gotta stay with it, stay on top of it.
Dope. So, you know, we over here at Big Balls Pause, like to get into your cereal background.
Okay.
What's some of your all-time favorite cereal coming up or even to this day?
Okay. Yo, all-time favorite cereal, Golden Grams.
Oh. Golden Grams.
I like Golden Grams, and I don't care what y'all say.
Old lady cereal.
It's
Golden Grams.
Thank you.
Then the bear used to be on it with the whole bonnet and shit.
That's like Smacks or something.
Smacks didn't have a
Golden Grams doesn't need a mascot.
Somebody had a bonnet.
Oatmeal cereal, oatmeal cookies.
Oatmeal cookies are for old people, and Golden Grams is not. I don't care.
Golden Grams is old.
Oatmeal cookies are pretty old too.
Oatmeal cookies are for the old and the elderly.
Golden Grams.
But Golden Grams are delicious, and you know, that's just what I like, you know. No, but I like all types of cereals. I'm the type of person, you know, I'll buy a new cereal every, you know, I don't eat that much cereal. I have to like crave it. But what my go-to is Golden Grams, Corn Pops. You know, I rock with Fruity Pebbles a little bit, you know. You know, just depends on the day, you know.
You don't got none of that fire ass.
No, probably
like shit. All right, so, you know, we're gonna get to some more questions, but let's see what we got today. Leave a little drum roll. You too, Charity. Feet on the table, feet on the table. Wow. Oh, we got pumpkin spice frosted mini
Y'all,
wheats.
they about to make me eat pumpkin spice frosted
Limited
I
edition.
like mini wheats, but
roof of my mouth about to be toe up messing with Big Balls Paul.
who eats pumpkins? What is that? I don't know if it's a vegetable or fruit or a scientist created a pumpkin. What is a pumpkin?
What is a pumpkin?
It's an ornament.
It's technically a fruit because it has
It's a fruit.
seeds. It's in the squash family. Yeah. No, it's in the squash family.
I thought it was a vegetable.
No, it's delicious.
Wow, and pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I don't
eat that
pumpkin
neither.
pie.
I don't eat nothing pumpkin.
But you can pumpkin spice anything up. You know, it's a trend.
And that's what I was gonna ask.
Terrible trend.
I noticed this being in the cereal game. Certain times of the year, you see waves of different flavors. Like
Absolutely.
the pumpkin spice wave. Everybody got a pumpkin spice flavor.
Nigga,
or the
pumpkin
marshmallow
spice
wave,
sweaters.
chocolate. Is that just based on like the crop or the season?
That is, that's based on not the crops of the season.
Why? Because they clone that shit year round. Scientists, we'll just make
I was just saying, certain years
watermelon
it
in
naturally
December.
grows.
Right.
So I'm thinking that's when they get the big boom.
That's literally based on just, you know, marketing and seasonality. I mean, if the season, if it's fall, and if it sells in the fall, and that's what they're gonna do. But pumpkins, I mean, they do have a season. Obviously, it's fall. That's why people have pumpkin pie and those types of things. But the way people sell it, like in packaged goods, nah, it's not just based on the season.
Do you clone food? Give us the truth. Tell us the truth.
You clone humans.
Clone humans? Y'all already on humans? I thought we were starting with like
Chickens.
beans and stuff,
You
and
don't
green beans.
clone food, but I mean,
I remember we cloned Dolly way back in the day when I was a kid.
you can genetically modify it, but there's only 6 GMOs. There's only 6 genetically modified.
Tell me what that GMO is.
Genetically modified food.
Okay.
So that's when it's, you know, kind of been altered from the genetics.
So when I'm in the store and it says GMO on it,
it's fine. Don't let anything scare you. It's fine.
that means a scientist created it and
That
it didn't
means
come
a
from the ground.
scientist has their hand in everything you eat.
Came
If you
in the
think a
test
science
tube.
doesn't touch it, that means you grow your own food. That's all.
You heard it from her. Mm-hmm. All y'all foods been experimented on.
I'm putting my own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your own poison.
Oh. It's all good.
How did that happen?
It was so good.
It was? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
I gotta
flawed.
let this soak.
Yeah, that's flawed.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to eat mini wheats. You gotta let them
These squirt the
develop.
roof of your mouth.
You gotta let them develop
Need to get
milk
a
pockets.
paper towel, you straight?
No, I'm straight. pumpkin spice mini wheats, y'all.
You terrible.
Make these decisions. This
Should leave the
decision.
big boss paws show any white stains on you.
No, it's all good.
Hey.
Flip this table. Everybody mini wheats be on the floor. Okay, so what are y'all favorite cereals? We've already had this conversation, but
I like Frosted Flakes with bananas.
Yo.
I like Captain Crunch with the berries.
I like Captain. I like honeycombs. I like Pops. I like Cocoa Puffs. All the good shit.
okay.
I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I feel like I didn't get a spoon. Everyone else did.
So,
I feel like gave you a whole box.
did I ever tell you? I told you my Raisin Bran story. Should I tell the people my Raisin Bran story?
Man, it's probably a terrible story. Go ahead.
So, no, it's not that bad. So I started my career developing like store brand food. So like, you know, for a specific company, like what their store brand is. And they wanted to do a knockoff of Raisin Bran, so like bran flakes or raisin. So the only way from a scientific standpoint to truly get that information, because you know you don't have access to the specifications, is to like buy a lot of different lots of their products and analyze it yourself. So I spent so much time. I took 50 boxes of Raisin Bran and picked apart all the raisins in the box so that I could be able to weigh and get a ratio of raisins to bran flakes, y'all.
Tell me what your discoveries were. Tell me
My
your
discovery
findings.
was that there truly are not as many raisins in that box. I don't know if it's 2 scoops. It depends on whose scoop it is. It wouldn't be 2 scoops by my standard.
Y'all been lying.
I'm just saying, you know.
I would take a scoop less of raisins than mine.
Please.
No scoops at all. Hold the raisins.
All right, we got a little get to know you section while we eat. What's your favorite meal of the day? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Lunch.
Is it the type of food or the time of day?
Both. So many varieties. You can have anything for lunch / brunch, you know. It has its own little subcategory, you know. Still early enough the day if you want to indulge, you know, and not feel bad health-wise, but you know, all that, you know, your body's kicked in, you know, you're really getting kind of a feel of what you really want to eat today, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so lunch is the bomb.
What's your favorite time of the day to eat cereal?
You know what? That's actually like evening. Cereal is a snack for me.
Right.
Less breakfast. Not this cereal though. It's just trash. I'm eating it because I'm a little hungry though.
I'm so hungry too.
All right, if you could eat a bowl of cereal anywhere in the world right now, where would you be?
Bali,
This is hurting my
Indonesia.
teeth.
Eating cereal, fucking it up on the beach.
What kind of cereal they have in Bali?
You know, they don't really have a lot of cereal. I have to take my own.
Yeah, you would.
But it's the ambiance, you know. The ambiance plus some cereal, that's bomb.
All right, if you could have a ball with anybody dead or alive, cereal and conversation, who you having a ball with?
Oprah. Strictly to see how she eats her cereal.
Real super
What is her
basic.
ratio of milk to cereal? Does she let it soak for a little bit? You know, what variety does she like? Is she going to drink the milk out of the bowl? I need to know.
I think Stedman just sits there and feeds her like whatever for you.
You can tell a lot about a person when they eat.
Here's a fun fact. We had a guest on our show, Blogzilla. He's interviewed.
Who? Oh, that's his shit.
That's dope.
I feel like because I ate cereal with Blogzilla and he's interviewed Oprah, that
You
we've kind
ate
of
cereal with Oprah?
a little bit. Just like a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit. I mean,
All right.
just a little bit. I'm just
I
saying.
don't even call her Oprah. He call her.
Oh, you're like, oh? All right. Peanut butter and jelly time.
Okay.
Making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Do you prefer a spoon or a butter knife?
Definitely a butter knife.
What? What kind of person are you?
How do you spread with a spoon without tearing your bread up?
Scientist. scientist.
You gonna tear your bread up? It's all in the crevices and corners. You're not really.
She clearly
What kind of peanut butter you
did a case
using?
study on this already.
I'm trying to tell you. You spread
solved.
jelly and peanut butter, so you spread for a peanut butter and jelly.
You don't scoop
You don't scoop.
a spread.
I'm trying to tell you. Don't
go-
don't complicate it. You know, make it easy for
Back of the
yourself.
spoon.
No.
How you get the jelly out?
You use the knife
Ow.
and a little maneuvering. Let's look at a wrist. It's the ways to do this, you know? Make it easy.
that wrist gotta go.
Alright, what's your favorite curse word or phrase? You can abbreviate if you're not.
When you in
No,
traffic,
you know I'm gonna say it.
when you in traffic, you get cut off. What's the first thing coming to your mind?
Fuck you! I'll say it just like that. With that much volume and that much enthusiasm. Fuck you.
Oh my goodness.
A little extra. You know, I try not to. All right. And I chase everybody down. I try not to be like brash.
No, I said fuck you.
But you know,
Turn your
sometimes
music
it
down.
happens.
What you
You
hear
heard what the
this?
fuck I said. But if I'm gonna choose to use a word, it's going to be impactful. Yeah.
Definitely impactful.
Alright. What's your favorite like corner store snack?
That's gonna have to be cheese puffs. Cheetos cheese puffs. Not any imitation.
Not the knockoffs, not the puffs.
Not puffs. You know, and it's a lot of things, you know, I will eat generic, but not no cheese puffs.
You won't eat no
Got to
turkey
be
bacon
Cheetos.
either.
I will not eat turkey bacon either. That is an abomination.
Wow. Why don't you make chicken bacon?
I'm not doing that. Bacon is bacon from a pig.
You're a scientist. You just have to create.
I can, but
I'm
I won't
sending in
do
the
it.
order. You get chicken bacon this year.
You want thin chicken strips.
Don't call them chicken
it'll have
strips.
to
Call
be
it bacon. Chicken bacon.
No.
Alright. Another question. Do you think could you live with your ex?
Hell no. Where did that come from? Didn't live with that nigga then. Live with him now. It does not exist to me. What ex?
What ex?
Next question.
What
And
ex?
scene. No, I'm not really a bitter ex, but I am a person that's just like, you know, I don't. When you're not in my universe, you're just not in my universe.
Die, motherfucker.
You just don't exist. That's all it is. I don't feel any type of way about you. Just don't exist. So
No
that
throwbacks there.
that was off the cuff. That was an interesting question.
Yeah. Alright, last one, but I like to ask people this one recently. As far as social media is concerned, there's some hot topics on if it's killing relationships or even just interaction with people. Like sometimes people be sitting right next to each other, IGing each other versus having a conversation. But how do you feel about social media? Do you think it helps or hurts relationships?
Like what type of relationships? Like friendships or just like
Social relationships.
social relationships?
Business relationships. Love. Friendship.
That's an interesting question. You know, I've noticed like a change in the tide in social media things, even in my own personal life. You know, sometimes people get to feel in certain type of ways if they feel like, you know, you're doing more than them or you're booked and busy and they're not. So they can't stand to necessarily see that. They can't stand to always have that, you know, in their face. And
You look like you're always winning.
you look
Would
like
you
you're
stop?
always winning.
You always got something positive to say. Would you stop?
Right. But that's the vibration they're on. So if you have to unfollow me or do what you need to do to live on your vibration because I am very booked and very busy and very winning, then that's what you have to do. You know, no harm to you, but just know when you hit that request again, it ain't coming through.
Hey. So how do you feel
chose
about the
this life.
unfollow? Like you can't get back in?
Hell
You
no.
out, you out?
You made that decision. And then people be like, oh, it was a mistake.
Sometimes it be.
Oh my, you ain't even know that mistake.
Sometimes I unfollow you to see if you was following me.
What? That is like what?
Oh, it says follow back. Oh, okay. Let me follow him back. I didn't know you was even following me. I thought I was just giving. I thought I was just showing you love. My bad.
I gracefully let people bow out. I mean, goodbye.
Do you go give them a great unfollow back?
Well, most of the time.
I mean, you don't want to keep seeing their shit when they start fucking with your campaign?
I mean, it just depends on how I feel, and most of the times I don't care because I am very boot and very.
Oh, hey, she ain't playing. Safe for the ground.
Guess that answers that question.
Period.
Let me see. But it can't help with like business relationships, forming new alliances.
Absolutely, for sure. No, my Dope Culinary Reactions has built like a lot on social media, and having being interviewed by like Cash Color Cannabis and picking up follows there and meeting new people. I mean, that's where you go. I wouldn't necessarily direct them to my personal, Instagram.
You gotta know you feel like.
It did, but it did. I directed to my business page, and I took some serious. I've gotten some contracts via talking chat with people on Instagram.
Okay.
So you got 2 pages. Huh?
2 pages.
She trying to steam by that. She trying to fly by that. Okay.
One for the fun.
You just trying to straight past that part.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so here at Big Bowls Farms, we got a 0 to 5 bowl rating system. Half a bowl, anything in between. What do you rate Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats Pumpkin Spice Limited Edition?
1. Trash.
That's a solid.
Trash.
That's a solid.
So let me just tell you, in the fall, as the fall has come, I've done a lot of pumpkin spice creations myself, for Dope Culinary Reactions. And so I've had some very flavorful pumpkin spice things. I don't taste any pumpkin. I don't taste any nutmeg. I don't taste any cinnamon.
So you need to talk to somebody. Somebody at Kellogg's need to
nobody. They don't pay me. They can pay me.
What would you have done so much different?
I would have definitely. Let me look at this.
You would put more pumpkin in it, huh?
I need a contract. You got to pay me. I would have definitely added a little bit more. They got some ginger in here, less than 2%. It needs more brown sugar. It definitely needs more allspice. I mean, there's nothing in here that says pumpkin. It's literally pumpkin spice, but there's 0 pumpkin.
Y'all played us. We brought the scientists.
Yeah, you gonna read it.
You thought you gonna get over on us.
There's no pumpkin, not even any pumpkin powder. Any type of pumpkin, extra dried pumpkin, ain't nothing. It's just orange.
I'm y'all.
Pumpkin spice.
Got all kind of pumpkins on there.
You got all of this. Look at this. All the pumpkins on here.
And ain't no piece of pumpkin in there.
Not a single piece. That's why y'all better start reading your ingredients.
Y'all played us.
Y'all don't be knowing.
It says naturally flavored. Naturally flavored with what?
Who knows?
Fake spice.
No, I ain't gonna lie. In my daytime job, I sell flavor stuff. It's probably natural.
It's a flavor.
No, it might be some pumpkin flavor, but it should say that. But it would be better if they had a little, like, there's ways of getting affordable, like dried pumpkin or something enough to include it on your ingredient deck with 2%. But it says pumpkin spice, and that's literally what they gave y'all. The spice, not the pumpkin.
How do you even get the spice without the pumpkin?
And 1 only because I'm hungry. Ain't no.
Son, what you thinking?
What's BHT for freshness?
It's a preservative.
I'm eating preservatives.
That's okay. Anything you buy off the shelf is gonna have preservatives. That's all right. Still alive.
My inside's gonna be preserved?
I don't know.
I'll probably die faster though, see? It ain't preserving me. Yeah, I follow up with a 1. I will eat them because it's a mini wheats. I like mini wheats, but I don't like pumpkins. I don't even like them on Halloween.
I'm gonna go 3.
3? He took these out the house. Like, we eat pumpkin spice all the time.
Taste do you have?
This nigga took this shit off the top of the refrigerator. Like, I'm gonna introduce him to my shit.
He'll buy this. He would go stick this out. 3.
This nigga Ben had this cereal.
Yeah, he been waiting on this day.
I eat this cereal every November.
I'm gonna eat this pumpkin spice frozen mini wheats.
Pumpkin spice ain't dropped yet.
I mess with mini wheats in all of their shapes and forms and flavors. This is not one of their best ones, but this ain't bad.
I mean, please.
This ain't bad. You know what I mean? Don't knock it until you try it, people out there in the world.
I have have a lot of, old coworkers and partners and whatever else in the Kellogg's, industry, but they need to come on with something else with this, because that's not good.
Holla at them.
Yo.
3, so you can eat another bowl?
He will.
About to pour it.
He's supposed to eat another
After
bowl?
you found out there's no pumpkin in the pumpkin spice?
Yikes. Woo.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again because I actually like that there's no pumpkin in it.
That is a good
kind of
point.
a good thing.
That is good.
So can you rejudge
I
that?
give it 0.5. 0.5.
Can you rejudge that because you gave it a low
1.5.
score because it had pumpkin in it? It ain't got no pumpkin in it.
But then I got taken back for false advertising.
Right.
You got pumpkins all over this
Shit's
motherfucker.
soggy already.
You got pumpkin seeds,
Pumpkin spice.
and then they got this powder stuff.
Let me pour up right quick.
He's like, let me see this one more time. That's terrible. Mini Reeds definitely stick to your ribs.
Pumpkin flavor, maybe, barely.
Hey, so
It
y'all-
make you regular too.
So y'all try these out, man. 'Tis the season for pumpkin flavored spice stuff. You know what I mean?
Savors.
Limited edition. So if you like frosted mini wheats, you'll probably like these. If you're allergic to pumpkin, it's okay because there's no pumpkin in there. One thing I guess for coming through, Miss Charity.
Thank you guys for having me. I enjoyed myself.
Any parting words for the people?
Dope Culinary Reactions, follow me on Instagram. Because I'm dope.
She's the life of the party.
I am the life of the party. I occasionally have parties.
Can we talk about that? Can we say there's something coming soon?
Yeah, we could lightly say. So I have an event coming up, a holiday party. The event
Coming soon.
Coming
It's
soon.
gonna be pumpkin spice.
No, it will not. No, it will not.
I'm bringing them. I'm smuggling them in there.
But it's gonna feature, a lot of infused foods. But mainly
If
for
we're
just
invited, can we get this on record?
oh my goodness. Since I have been
Big
on Big
Bowls
Bowls
invited?
call, Big Bowls is invited. But my clients, my loyal clients, some of my, people I have contracts with, just people I like to party with. It's gonna be a good time. So I do that occasionally, because I can. And it's always a good
kind
time.
of a social life for people who don't know. Like if there's a party going on, you're usually there.
I'm normally invited. And occasionally I'm there.
When you're not very booked and very busy.
When I'm not very booked and when I'm not there.
Hello.
Hey.
Make sure you guys are following us at Big Bowls Paws on all social media. I'm gonna knock out another bowl of these frosted mini wheats. I ain't gonna even hold you.
He'll be in the bathroom soon enough.
See you guys here next week. Peace.
Bye.